All right, fashion dolls, we are back. We are back with part two of my exclusive sit down interview with actor, singer, model Christian. I'm super duper excited to be doing this interview. We were just having some amazing conversation on aspirations and goals, and then we're going to go to my interview with mint condition. But I gotta charge up so that I will have enough juice. That interview is at 6 p.m. So we're gonna continue on, and then we're gonna wrap it up, my loves. So I'm waiting on Chris June, and I'm waiting on you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's an amazing, sensational interview. And like I said, I'm honored to be doing both of them. So make sure you guys are tuned in for that. I'm just waiting on Chris and the audience to come back. Drop some questions. All right, fashion dolls. I'm waiting on my special guest. Give me a minute, I'm trying to send the live to Chris. All right, hi Ashley Nail Styles. Hey Terrence. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with an amazing interview, part two. All right, my special guest is back. Hey Lamar. Make sure you guys go and check out Lamar in the interview with my girl Danita. Definitely go and check that out. And today is Danita's birthday, so y'all make sure y'all go and wish her a happy birthday and keep Terrence in your prayers. Some people have been affected by what's going on with the Hurricane Delta, so keep Terrence and his family in your prayers. Terrence, my prayers go to you, sweetheart. So keep lifting everybody up in prayer during these rough times right now. But we're going to continue on with this interview, and then I'll have to charge up so that I have some juice for my next interview with Grammy-nominated group Mint Condition. We have Rick Rock. He will be with me in the next hour, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Epic legends. All right, we were talking about passions and when people discourage you. That's what we were discussing. My thing is this: you're going to have people. When you get to the top of, I was saying, you know, I'm not at legend status yet. A lot of people are like, oh, well, you're legend, you're icon. We know who not yet. And I think I heard Dionne Warwick saying something in an interview to an extent where she was like, Beyonce, a legend? Legend? A legend who?
Right.
So I haven't gotten there yet. To those of you who are like, well, how? Why do you feel like that? Go ahead.
You are doing the work. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the real value is. You know, people make it seem like it's when you have the graduation and the diploma and everyone's there to give you your flowers and tell you that you did great and you accomplished it. That's when you made it. No, you made it the first semester when you didn't give up. You know, so you're a success every time you put one foot in front of the other. And sometimes those moments are going to be met with notoriety, but your impact, that thread goes all the way back. You know, like the famous quote that people say, I've been working all my life to become an overnight success. You know, it's not just that one moment that people see like, oh, they made it. It's just like, yes, I made it every single time and every single day that I kept going after it. So you are a legend right now. You know, it's just other people don't know it yet, you know, but those who come in contact with you and have these moments and have these interviews, you are doing the work. So it's just going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's happening right now.
And a lot of people are like, well, why did you feel that way? Why do you feel that way? Like Chris said, I am doing the work, but I haven't gotten there yet to have the level of experience that a T.S. Madison or who else is out here, or Raheem, or anybody who is an entertainer or a performer, like they've been in the game for a minute now. Me, I'm kind of new to the scene, so it's like, okay, you're putting your feet in the water, you're testing it to see if it's cold or if it's hot, and you kind of have to walk on thin ice in this business because people will eat you up and chew you up and spit you out. But the thing is, with me, I've never lost track of who I am, and I'm pretty sure with you it's the same thing too. You've never lost track of who you are.
And it's so good to surround yourself with good people too, because I have my days, you know what I mean, but I have really good friends. I have people who will go down in there and pull me out, you know what I'm saying, and remind me like who you are and that you're loved and important. Because sometimes we forget life is hard and it'll hit you, but you just stay true to yourself over time. And a lot of people don't know who they are. So for those who know who they are, you end up in situations and in environments and in opportunities that are a reflection of how well you must know yourself, because now you're in this place where all elements of you are attached to it, and you're thriving, and and it makes you happy, and other people around you, they can't see another person being able to do that, and that takes you knowing yourself. So anytime you know yourself, you should just be encouraged, because it's gonna come. It's gonna be just you be in that place where it's like, dang, can't nobody do it like this, So.
And more importantly, I stay original. So that's, again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier about originality. When people see originality about a person and they're being consistent with who they are, they haven't changed, they haven't shifted. Like, I don't get a big head or anything. Humbly, I treat people with respect and dignity. And that's why my platform is growing. And that's why people come to me or they'll ask me, or I reach out to a person for an interview. Because I want people to see my potential, and I want people to see how well I am as a person, and more importantly, how I can handle and treat people with care and respect. Whereas you've got some influencers out here who shall remain nameless, who disrespect and drag people on their platforms. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do hold people accountable. I do drag a little bit. But the thing is, I'm all about accountability. And you have to learn to take responsibility for the things that you did. When you make a mistake, you have to be woman or man enough to admit up to it. And that's the same for me. Like, I know I'm not perfect, and nobody's really perfect except for who? Up there, God. So at the end of the day, we have to make sure that we are being original to ourselves, and more importantly, our fan base. When you find a good topic, or you find something that hit home to a lot of people, you've touched their souls, you've touched their spirits, to have them inbox you or come and message you comfortably enough. Like, literally, it's gotten to the point where I'm pretty sure you've gotten DMs, and some of the other content creators like Raheem and Lee and so many other have gotten DMs and saying, you know what, you've touched me, you've done something for me. Me either, but I'm trying. Yes, nobody is perfect. Nobody's perfect. We strive for perfection. We can strive to get perfection, but the only person who's perfect is God. So, he can do no wrong. And it goes for us. We strive for perfection. We strive to get things perfect. It's like when we were younger, we would always try to we would always struggle to tie our shoes. And once somebody taught us how to do it, we kind of got the hang of it. So either with that, we take whatever life experience is going on and we learn from whatever it is, whether you made a mistake or, you just didn't know. It's like some people, some of the time, they just don't know. So we take that as an experience and we use it and we build ourselves back up to go to the next platform and the next platform, or to go to the next pinnacle of our career, to be successful.
One moment at a time.
And it's almost like stepping stones. So for me, it's like a stepping stone. I try to do this thing easily. It's like riding a bicycle. I try not to fall off. I stay focused in my direction that I'm going in. So when I say I'm losing you guys, but great messages.
Peter.
Hopefully you can come back. Yes, the great conversation. This is great conversation. We're talking about passions and when people discourage you. And I kind of had the same conversation with Chris a little bit, but we talked about mental health and energy. And you seem very intact with protecting your energy. And You seem like the type of person where you know you don't allow certain people that are negative to come into your circle and just
Yeah,
like a lot. I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, well, I'm protecting my vibes, I'm protecting
yeah,
my energy, my aura."
yeah.
So how is that for you?
It's just one of those things where it's like the more you develop yourself and develop like skills around protecting yourself, it's a lot more difficult for people to penetrate that shield. You know what I mean? It just gets stronger and stronger, and you know yourself. You have discernment. Like if I'm around people and they all arguing and fussing and stuff, I'll be like, okay, I'm about to go. You know, because it's just I prefer to talk about ideas and not about people, unless we're talking about their accomplishments. You know what I mean? And I I just know myself. Like I know what I need. I know when I'm uncomfortable. I know when I'm bothered. I know when I'm irritated. So I know what tools and what weaponry to use in any of those given moments. Sometimes you might need to go for a walk. Some days it's just like, you know what, I haven't been for a hike in a while. Let me leave the phone in the car and go sit down, you know, or I didn't work out today and so I didn't get a good shot of endorphins, you know what I'm saying, that make me feel good, a good sweat, you know, and I haven't been able to kind of like work on the music or write the thing, and I've got so many tasks that I got to do that I'm behind on, and that stuff will weigh you down. But when you're like, again, when you're holding yourself accountable and you can look at yourself and be like, you know what, I'm doing the best that I can, and and dignity is a really really big thing for me. You know, I want to be able to have my dignity, so I don't do things or walk in rooms or do opportunities that I feel like costs me my peace or that I can't have fun doing it. And it's just, you know, that's confidence that you have that you build over time. Like, I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. I don't have to do that, you know? And I think a lot of people, you know, feel like they do have to do. And it's just like, mm-mm. For me, mm-mm. No, because I'm here to experience the best of life, to have a great time, to experience joy, happiness, and peace. And I know that if I follow that path, the path that's the most happiest, the most joyful, I'm going to end up in a space where I'm going to be the happiest I've ever been. And I won't have time to be griping about, well, I don't have as much money as I thought, or I didn't, the house ain't big as what I thought, or whatever the case is. It's just like, mm-mm. Focus on your own peace, your own integrity, the relationships that you have, your reputation. Your reputation is more valuable than money. If you have a good reputation, if you treat the people around you really, really well, you'll never be broke. You'll never be hungry. You'll never be short on opportunities. Your name will be in everybody else's room when you're not even there. They're talking about how great of a person you are. And so when people think that they have to treat people a certain type of way, treat them good because you have no idea who they know, what they're connected to, what they're capable of. You know, they're in your face because of where you are in your life right now. So don't be trying to, you know, act like you above it. No, apparently you aren't because you're right there. So you know what I mean? Like really look people in their eyes and be as genuine as possible because when you make yourself unforgettable, there's so many opportunities that have come back and people reached out to me and said, you know, I know you was at the audition last time. You didn't get the part, but I wrote a new script and I think you'd be great for it. I just booked the show off of that. So you know, so like stuff comes back. It really does come back.
And a lot of people don't believe in this thing called karma, but we see what happened with everybody. Well, he not my president. He ain't nobody president.
No,
But
no.
45, we seen what happened with 45. He continued to downplay this virus and said it was a hoax. And now look what happened. He
Right,
tested positive. Him and just about the whole entire White House done tested positive.
right,
Well, except for the vice president
right.
and his wife.
But he
But
dealing with flies and stuff too, so he got his own
yes, oh yeah. And I dragged this morning. I dragged that this morning. But
issues. Look, some people
karma.
like that, they make their bed so much, it's just like, just go ahead and lay in it at this point, because I can't, you know.
Hey, Live Love Fashion. Make sure you guys go and check her out. She's an amazing guest co-host with me, and I'm gonna bring her back. Again, let's support these black content creators out here. But karma, we'll talk about that. A lot of people don't think. I believe in what's called the domino effect. You've got all these standing dominoes, and when you tap one, what's going to happen? Another one is going to knock down, and another one is going to knock down. Especially, they say it's all these bad apples, and it's one good apple out of the bunch. You got all these bad apples. Remove all the bad apples, and you got one good apple left. And the thing is with Trump, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. You continue to downplay this virus. You continue to do all these things. You continue to hurt all of these people out here, all of these people who lost their lives. And now you caught COVID. So just how fast, and it shows you, my mama always tells me this, when people do things to you, she said, you see how God works? Because I used to, when I was younger, well, I wasn't really a problem child, but I didn't listen. I had my times when I didn't listen. I was sort of rebellious. But my mom says, see how God didn't want you to do that? See how that happened to you right there? You know, mamas always know. And they come back to you and they kind of rub it in your face like, uh-huh. Yeah. See, I told you. Right. I told you not to do it again, and you went on ahead and did it. And now you see what happened? So that's the type of effect that karma has. And a lot of people don't think, oh, well, when I do something to somebody, but one thing I can tell you for sure is that we all got consciences. And when you're standing there alone looking in the mirror, your conscience can be right here on your shoulder, and they can tell you, okay, now you know what you did was wrong. You know you messed up. You need to go and clean this mess up. And we know how the old adage goes: when you make a mess, what you got to clean it up. Ain't no need to sit up here and cry over spilt milk. Put your big girl or big boy panties on. Do what you got to do. At the end of the day, take accountability and responsibility for what you did. If you made a mistake or you maliciously went out here with intent to try to hurt somebody, oh, it's going to come back to you times two. Especially if you tell a lie. If you lie, it's going to be even worse. You don't think that God is not seeing exactly what you're doing? And my mama tells me that because we're seeing what's going on with Donald Trump. And my grandmother and my mother are very spiritual women. Like, they are Christian. Like, when I tell you they're Christian to the T, they're Christian. And they quote them scriptures like right off the back of their hands. And one of, you know, my favorite one is Philippians 4:13. I believe in all things Christ who strengthens me, because that's what keeps me grounded, and more importantly, keeps me flourished in where I need to be in life, to keep going, and the perseverance that I have. A lot of people say, well, you have such drive, you have such passion. I don't give up easily, and neither should other people, because people are, especially for us being young, people just look at it as, well, it's whatever, you know, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. You got to kind of stop doubting yourself. It's like taking a test in school. When we thought we got the answers wrong, and we went and we put another answer, and the teacher goes, well, you had that answer right the first time, so why did you change it? You're second guessing yourself.
Yeah. No, that's true. I don't give up easily. Like, and I'm not a confrontational person, so I take my energy and I go use it to build something and create something with it. And it's so much, it's just really believing that life is happening for you and not to you. So when certain things happen and they are unsettling, that's energy, that's action potential that you could do something with. And a lot of times people will go straight at the other person's neck instead of like making it work for them. And so when you are using everything that life is throwing at you to make it happen, ain't no reason to give up. It don't matter if it's good, bad. I'm going to turn it into my good, no matter what. If I feel rejected, if I feel like, like I have felt for a while, like, some of these roles that I'm looking on these audition sites, they don't really look like for me. I'm going to feel like I always got to imagine somebody else's situation because they don't understand mine. So I'm like, well, let me get into position to be able to tell the stories myself. Because that's what intense desire does. When you say, no matter what, I'm going to make it happen. I have a dream. When you have a dream, the circumstance, there's no real world circumstances in your dream, because everything that you see is just dreamed up. But then when we take our dream, we put it in the real world. Now it's met with these circumstances. Now we got to deal with the government, what mama thinking, the friends, and they get that much money and stuff. And it's just like, every opportunity comes disguised as an obstacle.
And it's
So
reality.
yeah,
It's reality. A lot of people don't think, oh, well, it can't happen to me. Hi, Mel's Desserts. You
thank
look
you,
great,
Courtney.
sir. Skin is giving Godiva. Coop the creator.
Yeah. That's my cousin, my little cousin.
All see all of that love, all things beauty services join. Yes, I see a lot of both of our followers. Mel's Desserts, make sure you guys go and check her out. Love her accent. She is absolutely talented at what she does. Make sure you guys go and check out some of her desserts. Like they're everything. And she goes live and she does what's called, well, she'll tell you to bring a pen and a piece of paper or a journal, and journaling, we talk about having an outlet. Like, hey sis, we talk about having an outlet where you can have an escape to get away, and that's why I do these interviews. For me, they're like an escape. They're like a getaway from the real world of everything that's going on out here right now with
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump and COVID and the election. It's sort of like an escape, and I want you guys to have an escape too. I want you to just, pour yourself a glass of wine, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the interview. Ask questions, do what you want to. I want people to have just a sense of hope and take just a little bit of hope. I know we can't escape. Yes, Mel's Safe Space is my live. Yes, that's what it is. So when she goes in there, she cooks. Me, I talk about the issues, or I discuss fashion, or like me and Chris are having a conversation. Right, that's what we do. So I'm pretty sure she's gonna be bringing on guests too. But she cooks, and it's like therapy. Like cooking is
Nice.
therapy.
Yeah.
That's a form of therapy. Like we are literally therapists. Did everyone know that? Like whether you're an actor, you're a chef,
Mm.
you're a cosmetologist, you are what is it? A singer, you're entertainer. Like all of us are therapists. And I said this to one
Wow.
of the singers that I interviewed, which was Terry Dexter. I said, "Do you know that what you do is a form of therapy? You are a therapist, and you are administering a services to the
Mm-hmm.
patients out here, who are the people who are buying your albums, who are streaming your shows like Twisted and Cheaters Never Cheaters Never Win. Is it Cheaters Never Win? Did I get it right?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Cheaters Never Win, or The Mister. Like
Yeah.
you're going and you're streaming Chris on so many other platforms. Like this is therapy for people. This is therapeutic because it kind of gives us like an insight. It gives us hope. Always great
Yeah.
energy and style by Stevie. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and that's what I want my audience members and my followers to take away. Is just to
Yeah.
have. Now, when you go to my girl Danita's, she gonna have you in the hot seat because that's the
Yeah.
name of hers. Like
Yeah.
everybody has come up with their own web series and their own episode. Mel's Safe Space, you got Style by Stevie, and then you've got Danita. Danita has the hot seat. So
Mm-hmm.
when you go over there, you're gonna have a little fun. You're gonna turn up with me. It's kind of like I just want y'all to kind of zen and relax and have fun. I kind of give you a little bit of everything. I kind of give you a little bit of everything
Yeah.
on my platform. So yeah, you try to do something that sets you away. So when I literally said we are like therapists administering services to people, we are literally like therapists, because there could be people out here who struggle with depression, who struggle with, they could have just lost a loved one or whatever it is, and they're feeling bad today. And just you speaking or saying something or giving them a word of comfort could strike a chord with them.
Yeah.
And they can take from this whatever they want to, and they can take it and they can do whatever they want to do with it, and they can help them and it can empower them and it can give them just a sense of hope. And that's what I want my followers and my fan base out here
Yeah.
to have.
It's just like, Mama used to say, like, leave it better than you found it. You should leave people better
Hmm.
than you found them, and that should be how we go about it. That's why it's a no-brainer of what should happen in this country. You're supposed to leave people better than you found them. And if what your policy or your approach or what you're saying is not going to do that, then you need to go deal with that. Why you can't emanate contribution. You know what I'm saying? And you feel like you need to break people down. So, but everybody's got their own lane. They have their own thing, and but it's important for people to really realize their own potential. And everybody's here with a gift and a purpose. And when you share it, it changes things. It really does. But listen, I'm gonna let you know. I got about 2 more minutes, and then I gotta I got
Yes,
another engagement.
because it's 5:38 now. So if you guys have any questions, but this was just such an amazing conversation.
Yeah.
Like our chemistry that we have is just
Mhm.
awesome,
Yeah. Yeah.
awesome, and
I
I
love
look
it.
forward to definitely working with you in the future and
Yeah.
having you back on my
Of
platform. Like our
course.
energy is just unmatched, and the audience,
Yeah.
y'all are living for it. So that's what
Yeah.
it's
No.
about. Hola. JSN8. Hey everyone.
Hey.
So if there's any questions you have for Chris on any of his upcoming projects, you can type them in the question box below. But I gotta kind of get some juice on my phone because my next
Yeah.
interview, again, y'all do not want to miss. We have Grammy nominated group Mint Condition. Well, one of them particularly, Rick Rock will be with me in the next hour at 6. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Like when I tell you the interviews that we do are amazing here, they're amazing. And this one is one that I will also cherish close to my heart because of the chemistry that we have. So
Good. Well,
yep.
it's been amazing. It's been so good, and and you are in your purpose too, and it shows because I realize the more because I'm really in my purpose. So I really only connect with other people who know themselves and are sure about themselves and what they want and have a big idea for the rest of the world because you're rare, so you get magical moments like this. So thank you so much for bringing me on. Someone said, "What is next?" I got my own show coming out called Gratuity Not Included. Yep, I just filmed that a couple months ago. It's like kind of like The Office, a satire comedy, and my character just so happens to be gay, because I feel like it's important to show that we do exist in a multicultural world. We don't exist just in a gay world, and so I want to show that reality. And then my music video, Ghosted, will be out by the end of the month. I've got a great love story short film I was just casting. We filmed later this month. Another comedy series called The Real Fakes, season 2. Be doing that in November. You can check me out on a new reality show that'll be coming out called Web Life. I'm also partnering to create a fitness program with a studio out here in Atlanta that will be online. And so I'm just staying after it. I'm, staying cool, keep reading, keep praying, take a breather when you need to, but you're here for a reason, so let's get after it.
Remember that, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you guys take something from this interview. So, amazing question, V.A. Brown. Good afternoon, Chris. Yes, we got to wrap it up, you guys. I can't keep him because he has a lot. Like you said, he is booked, honey. And make sure you guys also go and check out The Mister on AC Connection
First episode is
TV.
free, so just go check it out.
Right there, and go and check out Wesley Henderson, go and check out Chris June, Raheem, we had Hey Mikey ATL, we had Carl from G Status ATL, like everybody came here, it was star-studded. So the next interview will blow you away, so tune in, 6 p.m. We have Rick Rock from the Grammy nominated group Mint Condition, and everybody knows their hit single You Send Me Swinging, so please tune in at 6 p.m. Y'all do not want to miss it. I love y'all so much, and y'all please be safe. And y'all go and follow Chris and send him some love. Go and blow up his page, follow him, and stream his projects, and check out the Mister. All right, my love, it was such an amazing journey with you. Take care, and you guys take care and be safe. I will see y'all at 6. Let me go charge up.